Hello students, in today's section we discuss about image formed by two mirrors in contact. Okay, in previous section we discussed that image formed by a single plane mirror, but now here we consider two mirrors in contact. Then what happens? Let us see. If suppose we take two mirrors M1 and M2, okay, which are in contact now. Here. Now let theta be the angle between the M1 and M2. Okay. Now in between these two mirrors, object is situated at any point. Okay. Maybe consider object here or here or here. Your wish. Then what happens? Let us say from object, if suppose you consider a ray of light which touches the mirror M1, reflected back now, again touches the mirror M2. So what happens? Reflection takes place. Again touches the M1, again it is reflected back now. Now take another ray of light, initially which is touches the M2 first, now reflected back, touches the M1, again reflected back. In this way multiple reflections will be takes place. Okay, so whenever there is multiple reflections takes place in between the M1 and M2, we observe many number of the images. Okay, we have a shortcut formula to find the number of images formed by two plane mirrors due to a point object. Okay, let us see. Number of images formed by a point object. Okay, for that observe the case 1. If 360 by theta is a even integer, what is theta? Theta is the angle between the M1 and M2 now. If this angle is taken in degrees, then just you can found first 360 by theta. Okay, if that value is an even integer, then number of images formed is n is equal to 360 by theta minus 1. Is it clear? For suppose the angle given as 30 degree. If the angle given as 30 degree, how many number of images formed? Verify. First you found the 360 by theta. 360 by theta means 360 by 30 na? Nothing but we got 12 or not? 12. 12 is a even number. Whenever it is an even number, how many number of images formed? 12 minus 1. So number of images are 11. Clear? Take one more example. If theta is 60 degree. If theta is 60 degree, then 360 by 60 na? You got 6. 6 means even integer or not. Whenever it is an even number, then how many number of images formed? N is equal to 6 minus 1. 5 images formed now. Is it clear? So, number of images formed is n is equal to 360 by theta minus 1 if this value is an even integer. Here the important thing was object is placed anywhere. So, for all positions of object. So, irrespective of position of object, if you got the 360 by theta as an even integer, The number of images is 360 by theta minus 1. Clear? Now, case 2. If 360 by theta is an odd integer, okay, for suppose take theta as some 72 degree, then 360 by theta means 72 na, 72 5 is a, okay, so what we got? 5 is an odd number or not? Yes. Then how many number of images is formed? Okay, it has two conditions. Listen carefully. The first condition is in symmetrical position, number of images formed n is equal to 360 by theta minus 1. Okay, where it is a symmetrical position. Symmetrical position means what? Symmetrical position means if the object lies on the angular bisector of these two mirrors. If the object lies on bisector of two mirrors, that means if the object is here or here or here, wherever may be considered on this bisector line, if the object is there, then how many number of images formed? 360 by theta minus 1. Okay, we know that bisector line divides the angle into two equal parts na? So now that angle becomes one is theta by 2, another one is theta by 2. How do you understand? So this is called a symmetrical position. In case of asymmetrical position, number of images formed is n is equal to 360 by theta only. Okay, if suppose object is located here, it is not on the angle bisector. That's why it is called as asymmetrical position. Okay, for asymmetrical position, if 360 by theta is an odd integer, then how many number of images formed? N is equal to 360 by theta only. Understand? Now say for theta is 72 degree. We got 5 now. If suppose object is on the bisector line, 5 minus 1, 4 images formed. If the object is not on the bisector line anywhere, then n is value is just 5. I understand? Now see the case 3. If 360 by theta is a fraction, then number of images formed will be equal to integer part only. So here how many number of images formed? Just integer part. I understand. For suppose if you take theta as some 75 degree, if you take theta as 75, 360 by 75, no doubt answer coming in some 4 point something, because this number is increases now. When denominator increases, values are automatically decreases. So 4 point something. For suppose it is value is 4.8 now. If you divide the 360 by 75, you got the 4.8. Here, what is integer part? 4 now. So how many number of images formed? Number of images formed is only integer part, 4. How do you understand? So these are the 3 cases for number of images observed by the point object. Are you understand? Just verify. If it is an even integer, number of images formed is 360 by theta minus 1. If 360 by theta is an odd integer, there are two cases observed. One is symmetrical position, 360 by theta minus 1, and another one is for asymmetrical position, 360 by theta only. Okay. If the number is a fraction, that is important. Number of images formed is only take the integer part. Okay. Note down it. Now, let us see different values of theta. First, suppose if theta is 0 degree, then 360 by 0, nothing but infinity, na? Okay, if it is infinity, no doubt these values also infinity. Minus 1 only you made, na? So you got the infinity. That is very, very important thing. Okay, what is the meaning of theta 0? Theta 0 means the two mirrors now in parallel. When two plane mirrors put in parallel, then how many number of images formed? Infinity number of images formed. Are you observed everywhere? Anywhere? Yes. In the jewelry shop, generally gold ornaments are placed between the two plane mirrors. If the gold ornaments placed between two plane mirrors, then what happens? It forms infinite number of images now. So if any person who is outside that jewelry shop, he observed that that shop was very big and it contains more number of jewelry na. Okay, just they're using the physics concept. Okay, and also we observe in the saloon shop. In saloon shop also they place two plane mirrors parallel to each other. Then you are observing your image in multiple times. So how many number of images you observe? Infinity number of images are observed if two mirrors, plane mirrors are placed parallel to each other. Understand? Now take another angle, 30 degree. If theta is 30 degree, then it got 12 na. So for asymmetric position, n value is 360 by 12, that means only 12. Symmetric position, n minus 1. Okay, so here n is equal to 360 by theta minus 1, 12 minus 1, you got 11 now. Okay, now take another angle, 45 degree. If it is 45, 360 by 45 means 8 now. For asymmetric position, 8 only. For symmetric position, 8 minus 1, 7. Okay, take another angle, 60. 360 by 60, 6. For asymmetric position, 360 by 6. Sorry, it is a even integer na. For even integer, number of images formed is 360 by theta minus 1. 360 by theta minus 1 means it is 5 only. It is also 5. Even integer na. Sorry, yeah, 360 by theta minus 1, it is 7, 7, 11, 11. Or understand? These are even integer numbers. That's why my answer is 360 by theta minus 1. So 12 minus 1, 11, 11. 8, 7, 7. For 6, 5, 5. Clear? Now go to the angle 72 degree. If it is 72 degree, then what is the value you got? 360 by 72. Verify. Think 5. If it is 5 for asymmetric position, 360 by theta value 5 now. So number of images formed is 5 here. For symmetric, that value is 5 minus 1, 4. Okay, like that. 90 degree. Okay, if it is 90, again you got 4. 4 is an even integer. For even integer, number of images formed is 4 minus 1, 3 and 3. Because irrespective of position of object, you can get the image. Are you understand? Here the most important thing, if the two plane mirrors are placed parallel to each other, number of images formed is infinity. If they are placed perpendicular to each other, the number of images formed is 3. Clear? Please draw the table. To find the number of images, we have another method called crisscross method. Okay, in this method, let us see. If suppose object is making an angle alpha with the M2 and beta with the M1. Otherwise, you may take this one as alpha and this one as beta. Okay, if they given like this, for suppose this angle is some 20 degree, this angle is 30 degree, then how many number of images formed? Okay, you can use the general formula what we said previously. Now it is another method, just listen carefully. So number of images formed by mirror M1 by mirror M2. Okay, so first of all, in crisscross method, the easiest way is, please write down the angles here first. So this is alpha na, with M1, with M2 it is beta na. So very easy. Listen carefully. What is the total angle between these two? Nothing but alpha and beta means you got alpha plus beta na. The angle between the two mirrors, total angle. Clear? Now you may extend this line here in this side. So beta now added with the alpha plus beta. Then what do we got? Alpha plus beta means 2 beta. Here alpha is there na. Just extended this line this side. Alpha plus alpha, 2 alpha plus beta. Are you understand? Now again, in crisscross method, the angle between the M1 and M2 does not change now. So again this value is only alpha plus beta. Don't change this value here. Okay. Now along this way, 2 alpha plus alpha, 3 alpha, beta plus beta, 2 beta. Here alpha plus alpha, 2 alpha, 2 beta plus beta, 3 beta. Next, again you may continue. Sir, until what portion you can get that values? Always keep in mind. Here, the mirrors make multiple reflections now. Whenever the mirrors makes multiple reflection, the angular separation must be, if reaches greater than or equal to 180 degree, then no more images are formed. Are you understand? So if the value will be increases this side and this side, on either side, if you got an angle greater than or equal to 180 degree, then no images formed by those mirrors. Okay, sir, why you considered this value of 180 degree? Just think properly here. If it is the mirror, if you are here, that means normally angle is theta. Now if you move from here to here, I think anywhere the observer is there, you can observe the image now. Until that here, if you stand behind the object, if you stand behind the mirror, is it possible to observe the image? No. So for suppose if it is the object, the light ray will be moving in this direction and touches here. This is ray of light here. It's always a straight lines only. So this way is not possible. That's why if the angle is more than the 180 degree, then no images formed by any one of these mirrors. Are you understand? Let us check one example. For suppose M1 makes an angle of 20 degree with the point object and M2 makes an angle of 30 degree. So alpha is given as 20, beta is given as 30. Just I would like to take this one. Okay. Now properly use this method. What is the angle first? Alpha plus beta na, 20 plus 30, 50 or not? Now here 50 plus 30, 80 na, 20 plus 50 70 na. Now again go. What is the crisscross angle here? Only 50 na. 70 plus 50 120. 80 plus 50 130. Understand? Again the angle is 50 degree now. 50 plus 130 180 degree. If it is equal or greater than 180 degree, that image is not formed, we said. Now 120 plus 50 120 plus 50 means 170 degree. If you added one more time, it is not possible now, because 50 plus 170 you got more than 180 now. Is it clear? So how many number of images form? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 images formed. Are you understand? So how many images? 7 images formed by these two mirrors. So what is the total angle here? 50. Just can you verify with the previous formula? Theta is what? Theta is nothing but the total angle between these two na, 50. Then we got 5 7s are and 2s are. 7.2. It is a fractional value. If for fractional value, number of images formed is only integer portion na. So only you got the 7. So if you remember that general formula, okay. Otherwise this method also gives the angle like this. I understand. So please note it down. Can you take one more example? Okay. For suppose M1 makes an angle of 40 degree, M2 makes an angle of 20 degree. Okay. M1 makes an angle of 40 degree, M2 makes an angle of 20 degree. Try. So first of all, what is the total angle between those two? 40 plus 20 60 na. Now here we got 80. This side we got 100. Again it is 60 na. Now you got 160, and here we got 140 degree na. Again this is 60. Then 140 plus 60, it is a greater than 180 na. So it's not possible. 160 plus 60, it is also greater than 180. So it is also not possible. Clear? So how many number of images possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right now, can you verify once? Total angle is 60. Then number of images formed is 360 by 60. Then you can get 6. 6 is a even number. If it is a even number, number of images formed is 6 minus 1. So number of images formed, by using that formula we got the 5, but here we got 6. Yes, here the one important point is keep in mind. Okay, so if, just listen carefully, if sum of the angles sum of these three angles, if it is 360 degree, okay, then these two images are overlap with each other. Two images are overlap with each other and they form only one image. Okay, just observe here. 160 plus 140, 300 now. 300 plus 60, 360. For 360, what happens? These two are overlap with each other. Whenever it is overlap, we can get only the one image now. Only 2 points to remember here. It is always very easy method. Crisscross method is very easy. There is no need of by hearting any formula. Okay. What is the first one? If the angular separation is increases or equal to 180 degree, there is no formation of the remaining images. That is the first one. And second one, if the sum of these angles is 360 degree, then overlap will be takes place. Okay, in previous case, no overlapping. In this case, overlapping. So, if the question asked in object examination, how many images are overlapped, how many images are not overlapped, then this crisscross method is always gives a clear idea about that question. Or understand now? Please note it down. Now, we are considering the another way. So, in this concept, let us take a plane mirror, and for suppose you take an object here, okay, ray is incident normally onto the plane mirror now, then we know angle of incidence value is here 0 now. Whenever angle of incidence is 0, angle of reflection is also 0 or not. That's why this ray is reflected back now. We know this point in the previous case. Okay, in previous section we discussed this model now. Now do one thing. If suppose the mirror is rotates through an angle theta, okay, above this point O, now mirror is rotated. Okay, what is the angle you rotate? Theta angle. So let the new position of the mirror is this one. Okay, what is this angle? This angle is taken as theta. Okay, listen carefully. Now, for this mirror, this is normal now. Okay, without changing the direction of incident ray, if you rotate the if you rotate the plane mirror at an angle theta, then what happens? Listen, if it is theta, the angle between these two is 90 now. So this angle becomes 90 minus theta. Is it right? This mirror, see, and this one is normal. Normal means 90 degree. Out of 90, this 90 minus theta is over now. So what is the angle here? Theta. Are you understand? So incident ray makes an angle theta with the normal, then reflected ray also makes the same angle now. Because from the laws of reflection we learn angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection or not. Are you understand? So properly observe, if the mirror is rotates through an angle theta, then reflected ray, this is the new reflected ray na, this new reflected ray make an angle of 2 theta. Okay, without changing the direction of incident ray, if the mirror rotates an angle theta, then the new reflected ray makes an angle of 2 theta. Is it clear? It's a very, very important. So let theta m as theta, rotation of mirror through an angle. Then what is the value of theta r? Angle made by the new reflected ray. Can you write it as 2 theta na? 2 theta nothing but 2 theta m or not? So if the angle varies with time, angle varies with time means angular displacement by time. Angular displacement by time is nothing but angular velocity na. Okay, so if they said in terms of angular velocity, then we have another formula, omega r is equal to 2 omega m. Okay, what is the question they given? Mirror is rotates with an angular velocity omega. Then what is the angular velocity of the reflected ray? If they ask what is the formula, omega r is equal to 2 omega m. Okay, if omega also varies with time, then angular velocity by time, change in angular velocity with respect to time, Nothing but d omega by dt is called as angular acceleration. So in terms of angular acceleration, we have a formula alpha r is equal to 2 alpha m. Alpha r is equal to 2 alpha m. Are you understand? One more time. Without changing the direction of incident ray, mirror rotates through an angle theta. Then the new reflected ray makes an angle of 2 theta. Okay. So theta value is 2 theta m. If the question asked in terms of angular velocity, omega is equal to 2 omega m. If the question asked in angular acceleration, alpha is equal to 2 alpha m. Okay. Note it down. Now, if the mirror is fixed, but incident ray angle is changes, then what happens? This is the fundamental case here. For suppose this is the incident ray, okay, which one makes an angle theta with the normal. Then from the laws of reflection, we know the reflected ray also makes an angle theta or not. Clear now? Now suppose this incident ray coming from here. That means if the angle is taken as alpha, so what is the angle made with the normal? This is theta plus alpha. Na? If it is make theta plus alpha, then what happens? The reflected ray also makes an angle of theta plus alpha or not. Okay. So here observe, if the angle made by the incident ray here in clockwise direction, but it is in anti-clockwise direction. That is the only important thing here. Okay. Here theta r value is always equal to the theta I, but in negative sense. Understand na? In opposite sense is there. Here theta plus alpha, new angle is also, if the angle is theta plus alpha, new reflected angle is also theta plus alpha only. So always keep in mind, mirror is fixed, incident ray increases their angle, then reflected ray also increase their angle, but in the opposite sense. In this case, in the same sense. See here. Here it is the same sense, but here in the opposite sense. Are you understand? Please note down the second case also. Now, let's suppose an object is taken at a distance of x from the mirror. Then we know image also at a distance of x behind the mirror. Na? This is the characteristics of the image we learned previously. Now, the object now shifted to the new position O dash in clockwise. Okay, then what happens here? It is in the form of arc or not, so it makes an angle theta here or not. Okay, so if the object is shifted their position from O to O dash in this way, means in the clockwise shift, then image, okay, what happens? If the object distance is increases, image distance also increases. Again, object reaches the point O dash exactly at a distance x, image I dash also at the same distance now. That means what happens? Here image rotates in this way. Or understand? Take a point here. This point is x plus some y now. Then image also formed at a distance of x plus y or not. So this is moves in this way. Or understand? So I now shifted to I dash And what is the angle made by it? This angle is theta. Or understand? This is clockwise shift of object. Here anti-clockwise shift of the image. Okay? Clockwise shift of object. Here anti-clockwise shift in image. Or understand now? So here mirror is fixed. Is it clear? So in the next section we discuss about the velocity of object with respect to the plane mirror, image velocity, how it is changes. It's a very important concept. We will discuss in the next section. Okay, thank you. Please note it down.